Oregon State won its bye week, which is
Woo!
great.
So who predicted that?
We all did.
Yes.
Mr. Ricci.
3 for 3, and Mr. Ricci. Benny actually was like, yeah, I predict we will win our bye week. And also, there's going to be a $3 million donation made the exact same weekend in Oregon State.
Wouldn't be surprised.
The men's and women's basketball programs.
As I drank my iced Kahlua kicker.
In to this game 5 matchup with Colorado State. Colorado State is also coming off of a bye. Oregon State are 11-point favorites coming into this game. CSU's not that great. They got a lot of juice. They talk a lot of shit in a way that I really respect. In the last 2 years, they have talked so much shit to Colorado. And they haven't stopped, and they've lost to them twice. Last year was that OT thriller, which I think you can say is a stamp of a moral victory.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, early in the season.
Yeah, I watched that in a hotel because I was refusing to watch college football on my TVs.
I watched it at the Peacock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I left you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, we were all at an Oregon State game, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was San Diego State weekend.
That's right. Wow, full circle. San Diego State and Colorado State are now both part of our conference.
Wow.
Are we pulling the strings here? I don't know.
We might be.
Inadvertently.
Colorado State, not a lot of passing offense. Pretty good rushing offense. The Oregon State front seven will be tested in this game. Colorado State doesn't have a pair of running backs as impressive as Jem Griffin or Anthony Hankerson, because who fucking does?
No one.
But their backs, Justin Marshall and Avery Morrow. I almost said Anthony Morrow, great Golden State Warrior.
Ammo. Shout out Ammo.
But let's look back at the preseason predictions that were made. Benny, would you like to go first?
Sure. What were my preseason predictions?
You said Oregon State will beat Colorado State by a final score of 24-7. Now, that would have them covering in this game. And that would also be a pretty significant under, as the over-under is set at 47 and a half.
Whoa.
So are you going to bet or bail on the margin, or bet or bail on the over-under? I'll kind of make that separate because I think I see what might be coming from you. But anyway.
Yeah.
24-7 was your preseason prediction.
So I definitely think Oregon State covers. It's weird. This is the second straight week that Oregon State's played where the line has shifted away from Oregon State.
It opened like 14 and a half, right? 13 and a half?
14 and a half. And
yeah, but that's just money moving. Like what? I mean, that could just be people trying to find something to put their money on.
Right. So I'm taking Oregon State with the spread. I think the game's going to be, it'll be more like 31-17.
So just hitting the over.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I hesitate to even say that because Oregon State, I think, has the potential to dominate time of possession again this game.
Oh, they will.
And so if they can get up big, I think the under would be a safe bet, but we'll see. I think that this is Colorado State has had a lot of points scored on them. Their defense doesn't look great. And I would like to see Giovanni have just a game. That is what would make me feel good as a fan. And I'm going to go with my gut instinct of what I want that will make me feel good. So I do think that Oregon State puts up more points than, well, I guess that wouldn't be more points than what the people setting the lines would think. I think that's more kind of in line. So anyways, that's all to say. I think Giovanni is going to have a big game, and I think the game is going to be somewhere along the lines of 31-7.
AP, do you remember what you predicted for this one?
I predicted a full Weehage.
You predicted?
Yeah. I knew one of you guys did.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Build a chair. Just sit in it hella comfortably.
Full Wehage, are you betting or bailing?
I am betting. I am absolutely betting.
Same scoreline and everything.
Everything. Full Wehage.
Full Wehage, baby.
This week.
It's going to happen
coming.
someday.
Dope.
It's coming.
Preseason prediction was an Oregon State win 37-27 after watching Colorado State. I guess I'll say I'm bailing on this, but it's in Oregon State's favor. I would give Oregon State another point and lower Colorado State to 21. So I have Oregon State covering and the over hitting. So we're all we're all in agreement, which is always scary when that happens. But
we're at home. I like it.
We're at home. It's, I do have questions about our rush defense, but I know that I feel confident in our rush offense, and I have a lot more questions about Colorado State's defense than I do our defense.
Yeah, I have more questions about Colorado.
Us like it's not going to happen, and
I
think we'll hit enough big plays.
Yeah, we're leading the nation in time of possession.
I just realized I predicted the exact same score as the Purdue game, which I guess doesn't happen a lot, but I'll take it. I'm going to stick with it. 38-21.
I think that, if you're a team that relies so heavily off the rush, that's a real tough position to be in when you're going up against a team that just likes to hold on to the ball.
Just owns it,
right? Like if you had a just real elite passing offense, I would be a little worried of Oregon State trying to hold on to the ball. For whatever reason, it feels like this matchup bodes in our favor, and I think we're all in agreement that Oregon State appears to be the better team.
Yep.
In the first 4 games that each team's played.
Yeah, so now you got to prove it. But I one thing I wanted to make a comment on was I don't want to put the onus of this game on Vonnie, because I feel like what he has done so far this season has actually been probably everything and maybe more than what's been asked of him.
Yeah.
So what I would love to see is less on what his numbers end up. Obviously, I trust Hank and Jam to carry the workload if necessary, and I trust Vonnie to make the right choices and right plays when called upon. But I need to see the receiving core and the tight end core, anybody running routes.
I'm
Please,
really hoping
somebody have a game, memorable game. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all I want.
And we'll be very happy if it's Darius Clemens.
Or Jermaine Terry. Or really anybody.
Dude, what if Gundy was just like, hey, I heard y'all. And then we get like a 10-catch, 120-yard, 2-touchdown game for Jermaine Terry. Maybe then they'll sell his fucking jersey.
10 catch, 11.
They sell every other player, but not Jermaine targets. Terry, and I want to know why.
I want to see Zachary Card's speed on display more.
I want to see Card.
I would like that. But that's only a pass in college football 25.
We would like every skilled position player to have over 100 scrimmage yards, Gundy. Please do that.
Yeah.
That's what
I want to see 2,000 yards.
I want to see 2,000 yards.
But I really, we're waiting for a breakout game from a wide receiver or a tight end, not a quarterback, not a running back. Like, I think what we've seen from both of those groups already has been enough.
We need to
that we agree that they're having. Yeah, exactly. That they're doing their part. Now I need to see somebody on the receiving end of the ball do something memorable all in one game.
Yeah. Darius Clemens has a very good chance to make that happen. I don't know against Colorado State. I mean, State's defense is not great. So
the splits on the Rams defense is not great. You know, they
whatever happened to the Rams, whatever happened to their wide receiver? Their wide receiver was like on the Biletnikoff.
Torrey Horton? Yeah, he's not having a great year.
So he's not hurt.
He did miss a game. I think he's good to go for this, but yeah, they're not getting him. In the 3 games he played, he had 10 catches for 120 yards and no touchdowns. So
wow.
Their schedule, to give them not even really give them credit, it's blowout losses to Texas and Colorado and 2 possession wins to Northern Colorado and UTEP. 3 possession wins against Northern Colorado. But yeah, there's not.
What's his name?
Torrey Horton. He was the one who had the
Torrey Horseman.
Terry Horseman.
Did you ever want to change your name to Torrey Holtman? Back in the day, come on, no.
Torrey Holt.
You never thought about it? No. Yeah, it's like it says Torrey Holt.
Oh,
I knew that name sounded familiar.
I did love.
Wasn't there another receiver?
Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt was the shit.
Torrey Holt was the shit. Yeah.
He played for the Colts, right?
Rams.
For the Rams.
Did he play for the Colts at the end? I think he did.
At the end, but
no, Jags.
No, his last name just rhymes with Colt. That's what you're doing in your mind right
now. But his actual last name is on the great. He's Torrey Holtzman.
Torrey Joseph Holtzman.
Yeah, it's actually Torrey J. You guys have the same initials.
We have TJH. We do. Nice.
Yeah, TJH.
Yeah, I'll take if this podcast is the greatest show on turf, I'll take the role of Torrey Holt. JP's clearly Marshall Falk because he had a beer with his brother in San Diego one time.
Yeah.
What am I just fucking cousin. Kurt Warner?
That's MVP of the team.
Just take Kurt bagging Warner. Groceries.
Yeah, big groceries, bitch.